music storyline, music concept. Golly, bro, let it rip. Let it fucking rip. When I hear this, dad left and all he left was memories. Golly. You know, like this internal feeling from art, music, excitement, fear, but from the inside. But there's also this outer layer. There's this outer thing from the physical, like the outer, like that kind of touches you as well. And that's what gives you like the goosebumps, like on the outer. That's wild. Bro, these dudes are insane. I'm getting goosebumps, not because I haven't heard this song before. This song has a new meaning now. Does that make sense? In my opinion, as of now, where we're going, my interpretation of the brick is a symbol that's significant for negative experiences. That's where I'm. All right, calm down, Pegasus. Let's go. If you're watching this right now, this is a clip from a full album reaction to Pink Floyd's The Wall. That reaction was literally like 3 hours and 30 minutes long, so it's only right that I broke up the reaction in segments and released them so for people with less of an attention span and stuff like that, so people can also be led to the full album reaction. So yeah, that's what this is, what you're watching right now, and I just wanted to let that be known so people all say, oh, you already reacted to it. No, this is a clip from the original reaction, and I actually recommend people go watch. If you're really into Pink Floyd, if you're really into dialogue, reactions, commentary, I think it's important to go see the full reaction, the 3 hour and 30-minute reaction, because also, you know, I've been seeing a lot of fake stuff going on YouTube, right? And that's why I don't edit, I don't script, I don't teleprompt, and I just try to do it in its raw form. And I think that version of it tells more of a story. So anyways, this is just a clip from a full album reaction that's almost 3 hours and 30 minutes long. If you want to check it out. If not, continue to check out these clips. I will have the whole The Wall album released in shorter clips, so it's a little more digestible. Anyways, thank you guys for your support. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Adios. Helicopter. All right, just so we have some structure here, we're going into a piece or a song called The Happiest Days of Our Lives. And, you know, before we get into that, let me just bring it back to the beginning of that. Because I think this moment right here, Another Brick in the Wall Part 1, which I've never heard before, it's significant. I don't know how much significance it plays to the story of The Wall. And this is why I said I didn't watch the movie first. I feel like the movie has already thrown me off of the scent. Me going into this, I reacted to Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. And when I listened to that, it symbolized like we're cogs in the machine, like a brick in the wall is just, you know, everyone kind of the same, just a brick in the wall. But in Brick in the Wall Part 1, he starts talking about his father leaving. So there's a birth. And I don't know if there was really like some, you know, like if this is a Roger Waters, you know, concept or brainchild. Did his dad leave him in his real life? I don't know. But his dad left and all he left was memories, meaning he didn't come back. And it's like, Dad, what did you leave for me? These were significant for me in this trail of breadcrumbs, in the sense that it left bricks as a symbol, because he was insinuating that his father left him bricks. If your father left you, there's some type of he left him you know, negativity, negative emotional response, maybe trauma. You know, not having your parents in your life is very traumatic for children. It's really hard to overcome unless you have someone fill that space as a positive you know, person. And like basically every kid needs a father and mother. Like they serve specific roles. This is proven scientifically. And if you don't have them, fill those roles with good father and mother people, like a coach or whatever the case may be. They've been studying this forever. So when I hear this, dad left and all he left was memories, that's wild. And he didn't say he died. He said he flew on a plane over the ocean, I believe. That's paraphrasing, of course. So this is just significant to me. I wrote it down because I think the bricks symbolize something more than what I thought from initially only seeing part 2, Brick in the Wall, you know. So I don't know. Now we're in a different phase. It seems like I don't know. Let's go. The happiest days of our lives. Let's see what this is about. I don't know what that yelling was about. It almost sounded like the dude from Germany, but I don't know. It sounded like anger. And then we go into this. I'm getting goosebumps. Holy shiza. Golly, bro. Let it rip. Let it fucking rip. Yeah, let it rip. Let it rip. You got to feel it, y'all. You have to feel this shit, man. This epiphany that I've had in life recently doing reaction videos is that, you know, everyone will say the goosebumps come from what you feel inside. I don't believe that. I believe it's two things. I believe you get the chills, you know, like this internal feeling from art, music, excitement, fear, but from the inside. But there's also this outer layer. There's this outer thing from the physical, like the outer, like that kind of touches you as well. And that's what gives you like the goosebumps, like on the outer. I could be tripping. That's just how I have these instincts, and I just sense certain things. That there's this like magic in the world, you know, like when a mother lifts up a car to save her children, there's a magic that we don't want to identify with, and it's there. And when music and certain thoughts and certain things hit, like they hit right on the nose, you get this experience. It's not just internal, it's external. So I'm just trying to feel it. Bro, these dudes are insane. So I reacted to Pink Floyd, Brick in the Wall Part 2. And because of I watched the video clip, and it's all the kids in the school, and my mind was only saying brick in the wall. Like we're just sheep, a cog in the machine. The brick represented just, we're putting these bricks in symmetrically or however the hell is going on. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. We're building this wall. But I'm having all this moment because connecting it to Part 1, we're going through a timeline. I don't know. It's kind of early to say this, but F it. The first little part's a point of view. Then from that point of view, we're going into a character life. The character being born, the childhood of the character, and now the adolescence. I could be wrong. With the child memory saying that what his dad did was a brick, instead of me processing Brick in the Wall Part 2 is like, yo, you're just a robot, a cog in the machine. We're all just bricks in the wall, blah, blah, blah. No, the fucking brick is what the teachers did. And what the father, so the bricks are representing like these negative experiences you're having in life, right? Because you can have a positive. There's some teachers that change your life for the better. But with this character or whatever we're talking about, that didn't happen. It's telling us, yo, remember in the class, the teacher did this. Hey, my dad left this memory and it was a brick. So that moment, him telling me it was a brick was significant. Now I think there's this concept, and I'm kind of fucking freaking out because the bricks are symbols of negative things that have happened. Or maybe trauma. I don't know how you want to internalize that, but now I'm just like F, because this album's called The Wall, and all I see is bricks in front of me as well. So trying to understand that, the rudimentary level at the grassroots, is going to probably be the most important part of this storyline. Anyways, I'm getting goosebumps, not because I haven't heard this song before. This song has a new meaning now. Does that make sense? Some people are going to see this reaction and be like, yo, you already put this out. No, like I will put out clips. I'll put out, 15, 20-minute segments of each part of this. I don't know. This reaction might be 2 hours long because I'm going to just do it all in one cuff because I think that's important so you guys know that I'm just sitting here fucking absorbing the music. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, oh my gosh. This song, Brick in the Wall Part 2, has a new meaning to me because it's fitting in this narrative. The brick is not representative of a sheep, a robot, a cog in the machine. It doesn't represent that. It has a new meaning now. In my opinion, as of now, where we're going, my interpretation of the brick is a symbol that's significant for negative experiences, traumatic experiences, abuse. That's where I'm. All right, calm down, Pegasus. Let's go.
All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. We don't need no school control.
One of the greatest hooks ever written in the entirety of this universe, with so much meaning, substance, and power, especially when you're living in the year 2026 and 2020. But let's go. So I thought You're Just Another Brick in the Wall was us as a collective who just follow the rules, follow the diagram of life, walking the hamster wheel. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. We're just a brick in the wall because, we're following the trends. We're on the hamster wheel, as I said. No, the teacher is the brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. A wall is being built. Holy fucking bruh, they're snapping. I hope, I don't know. I could be absolutely wrong. But, golly. Anyways, whew. Music, storyline. Music, concept. What are we talking about? They're so ridiculous. This is ignorant. All right, let's bring it back a little bit because I don't know what this signifies. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have your pudding. Like, they're making this guy seem like a villain in the actual clip that I reacted to. But if we're just being honest, eating your protein before your sugar is really good for your glycemic index. Like, it's just the truth. Okay, Pink Floyd, it is really good to take in protein, before you start eating your carbs and all that different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he does have a point. The teacher in this time, don't throw all the teachers out with the bathwater. My social studies teacher, Mr. Getz, I don't even know if he's still around. I think he was my social study teacher in Germany. Changed my life. One of the greatest teachers. Awesome. And on the other hand, Mr. Smith, I had a teacher, Mr. Smith, and he was this. Yo. He writes poetry. All right, you dang crazy people. Anyways, all right,